what is it? For he's a jolly good fellow.
Okay.
Um, when I was doing that, I was trying to figure out where to play the harmony. And when I played the harmony low enough, it seemed very low. But when I played it a little bit higher, it interfered with the melody.
Oh, okay.
So, what do you do about that?
Well, there's nothing you can do. You can go up an octave or down an octave.
So, you just have to go down the octave then, so you don't mix your hands up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. The only other option is to leave notes out.
Well, you'd be playing the same note with two hands.
Right.
So you could do that.
Yeah.
What's going on? Edison's
So then
also
it,
got a small keyboard like me, or
so then it would be, no, it's not a small keyboard, but if you play if you play the the what are you trying to, the melody from C4, then
and what the waltz?
no, the on the for he's a jolly good fellow.
Okay.
So if you play the melody from C4, then you can go back with the first harmony, the 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 E flat. But when you start at A flat, or actually when you get to the B flat, you come up to B flat D F, and you're at the same time you're playing F with a melody. So what Dr. Baskin was saying, you could play that harmony with just two, the B flat and the D, because you'd be doubling up on the F. Because I just thought that playing it way back, it just sounded, Praise Gavel to me is supposed to be like a happy sound. And if you go back, then it's pretty low. Am I saying correctly?
Yeah. Let me find my book. I'm having a hard time
Done.
finding the right document. There it is. Okay, what page is that, Edison?
That's 237.
In the key of C or in the key of F?
In the key of E flat.
Okay.
I suppose it works the same
Same.
in
Yeah.
any other key.
Yep. Let me get my piano on here. I'm going to share my screen with you. Hello, Jesus. Hello, Benjamin. Hello, Christian.
Hello, hello.
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 Okay, we are talking about For He's a Jolly Good Fellow. Can you see both For He's a Jolly Good Fellow and my piano screen?
Yep.
Actually, let me try this out with something new. This will be fun. Maybe. Okay, let me share my new screen with you. I got my mic stand back. So you can see
Well, that's pretty cool.
my overhand shot. How does that sound?
Yeah.
It's not the perfect angle, but I'm working on it. I'm running over my books. Okay, so For He's a Jolly Good Fellow. I didn't have an issue, Addison. I didn't run into my finger.
Well, did you play B flat D F for the fourth chord?
No, I played D, A flat, B flat.
D, A flat, B flat.
Like I've got on my screen right now.
Okay, so that was going to be another question. I had tried to switch those around a little bit, but then I thought, well, if I switched them around, then the bottom wouldn't be the bottom any longer. But
That's okay. So this is the inversions that we did on page 170 when we learned the chord progression on page 170. So we have our original chord. Our bottom note stays the same. Our middle note goes up a half step, but we're going to take it with our finger number 2, and our top note's going to go up a whole step. And back. We're going to keep our top note, and we're going to scissor kick our other 2 out half steps. And back. But then we got to get those subs in there, don't we?
Yeah. Well, I tried that with 4, and I went C, E flat, A flat. Can you do that?
You could, but it's going to make you hop even more.
I made you hop even more.
Yeah, if you go E flat, A flat, C, you move less.
E flat, A flat, C. Oh, yeah.
You keep the common tone of the E flat.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. So it's allowable to switch those around, so you don't have to drop the octave so far down.
Right. So use the voicing of the chord progression on page 170 that we learned last semester.
So that was like V. Let's see, on page 170.
Yes.
Yeah, V 5, 6, and a 4. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, if you learn those voicings, you'll be better off.
5, 6, 4, and V6, V6, 5. Okay. Okay.
All right, so last time we looked at the chord progression on 242. We also have gone over harmonizations in the past, which we looked at 1018. The one from Germany.
I'm sorry, you got kind of quiet there.
We looked at the 10-18 from Germany last time, or no?
We just looked at it without doing the harmonization. You said you were going to do that today.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. We did look at this. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we did shadow playing.
Of the melody.
Yeah.
But I played it for you, didn't I?
Think so?
I need to set up a new split screen in OBS so you can see everything I'm doing. Huh. Okay. Let me try messing with this just a little bit. Let me capture my, what do I want? I want a window capture. Create new. And I want Acrobat. It's way too big. Still way too big. Sorry. And let's drop that to the bottom. Okay. I think we're cooking with fire now. How's that?
That's
I
pretty
mean,
slick.
we're also looking at OBS instead of the screen together, but you know.
Say that again. Oh, 'cause you can see the stuff at the bottom?
Yeah, you're broadcasting not just what you want to display, but you're also broadcasting OBS in general, which is interesting.
Yeah, I have to hit a button, and I can't remember the button.
So.
What's OBS?
Open Broadcast Software Project.
Oh.
What do I have to go to? Is it this?
I remember doing something like that, and then you can go into Zoom and set this what OBS is transmitting as your webcam, but that's probably not what you want. So, I guess we can just work with it. We can just work with this. This is fine.
Is it full screen that I want? It's been so long that since I've done it. And this is what I need.
Well, everything you want is there. The only thing you'd get if you took off the bottom portion is just a larger screen.
This is what I want right here. This is what we want, right, Ben?
Yes, that is what we want.
Look at that. Yeah.
Cool.
Well,
all right.
Now,
modern problems require modern solutions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now, but see, that other one worked better because now my picture, I can't find a place to put the pictures of the people. Every place I try to put it, it covers something.
You can minimize it and you didn't see pictures of us.
Minimize it.
Only see who is talking.
Okay.
You know what everybody looks like.
Okay. Yeah, I did. I minimized it, so now I've got the whole thing.
You don't need to see Jesus's light.
He's got that fine hairstyle, you know. I really appreciate it.
We see only Dr. Vasco.
Okay, so we're in D major, right? And we have that hand position change to E minor. Right? Okay, so the chapter title is the 2 chord. Where do we have the 2 chord?
I'd say in measure 2 when
Measure
it's
2
arpeggiated.
Where else?
Major 10, we have the same.
Good. We also have a B hanging out here where we could also put the 2 chord. Is Classroom Maestro significantly slower on your end as well?
Yeah, it's
It's
kind of choppy.
Okay. So we could put the 2 chord in for all of these. But remember, the requirements for harmonization is to get 2 substitutions in. So we need to also get in a 3 or a 6. Where do you want to put it? Five one at the end, right? We're going to start with a 1, correct? What are we going to put here in dash number 3? We have scale degree 7 happening in the right hand.
That's probably just going to be a 5 then.
Yep, you got it. Here we have scale degree 1, so 1, yeah?
Or we could do a 6 there.
Or you could do a 6 there.
Get a half cadence or deceptive cadence.
Yeah, the place I like to put it is right here.
Mm-hmm.
Another scale degree 7, so we'll put a 5 there. 1 chord there. 1 chord there. What do you think? They give us a tricky transpose key of E flat. Thoughts, concerns?
I don't know, I'm just kind of not really digging that 6 chord.
Which way? Where?
Actually, in either of them, it
Yeah?
just sounds kind of weird. Maybe
Well,
if we like invert it or something.
Yeah, you could have a 6-6. I hate that one more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, is there a place where we can go to the 3 chord?
Mm-hmm.
You could go to the 3 chord right here.
Yeah. Substitutes for 5s.
Stay on the 1. There's a lot of choices, aren't there?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what you mean. There's a lot of choice. I thought you said like you can just exchange the 1 for the 4. And,
Right.
I mean, the 1 for the 6 and the 4 for the 2 and the 5 for the 3.
Right, but you only have to get 2 in. And seeing though we have
Well,
12
you did.
chords, we only need to get 2 subs in. There's a
Okay.
lot of places where we can make that happen.
Well, there's like 12 places, right? Or you
Exactly.
can't do it in the first one, you can't do it in the last 2.
Right, so you basically have 9 spots to put a substitution. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, let's fast forward to the next page and look at 1020. This one's from Mexico. What can you tell me about this example without playing it?
It's in B flat.
You want to put money on that?
Well, not when you say it like that.
It has the key signature at B flat, but we start on. Wow, I can't read right now. A G.
A G, starting on G, right?
Do we end on a G?
And that too, yes.
Ending on a G.
So we're
that it
in
would
G
be
minor.
G minor. Which we could also discern because it says transpose to A minor. It probably wouldn't tell us to transpose a major key to a minor key. But hey, that's just me being a smart aleck.
Edison, we got a bunch of finger numbers. Why?
Changing your fingers,
Changing our hand positions all over the place.
changing your hands. Yeah. So there's some skips and some leaps.
Good, we have a big leap here. We have a big leap here. A big leap there. They didn't need to give us this 5. So I'm going to exit out. So we start in a G minor hand position. And then we go to an A minor with an E flat on top. They don't need to give us this finger number. They don't need to give us this finger number. So we go back to our G minor 5-finger pattern there. We go to a C minor 5-finger pattern there for 3 notes. And we end in an E flat major 5-finger pattern. So we get 5 different 5-finger patterns. Well, we change 5. We have 5 different ones, but 2 of them are the same. If that makes sense.
Going all up and down the keyboard.
Yep.
Sounds really pretty too.
So G minor, can we put in our Roman numeral 1 here? I guess I'm skipping a bunch of stuff.
Not a Roman numeral because it's a lowercase. I don't think they really used lowercases, but yeah.
They didn't?
Did they? I don't think they. Oh,
We sure use them. Okay, we are in what time signature?
6/8.
6/8. So our eighth note is our new pi. Pi, 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 pi.
When you put in those small i's, does that have any relevance?
Absolutely. That tells us it's minor, not major.
Tell us.
It's still a one chord. It's still a tonic, but it's a minor tonic, not a major tonic.
Okay, because we're so we make the tonic of G then,
We make the tonic of G minor. Yes, we do.
minor.
If I played a minor melody with a major tonic, it would not sound good. Unless you're into that kind of thing.
Well, but I thought they were supposed to sound the same, the B flat and the G minor.
They are. That's why we put the lowercase 1 to remind us we're in minor. Make sure you play a minor chord in your left hand to match our minor chord in the right hand.
But what I don't mean is that I thought they were supposed, is the minor chord of G different from the major chord of B flat?
Absolutely. Nothing matches.
Nothing matches?
the notes of a G minor chord.
That's not true. Two notes match.
Yeah.
Two notes match.
I thought they were supposed to all match up. I mean,
Well, think about it. Spell out a G chord. What are the letter names of a G chord?
G, A, B.
No.
I mean, G, B, G, B, D.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay. What are the letters of a B chord?
Okay. B, D. Okay, so they're different letters, right?
Right. So
B,
they're different chords.
B, D. Well, no, it's B, D, G. It's B, B,
No. BDF would be a B chord. BDG would be a G chord in an inversion.
yeah, B, D, F.
So
Okay, so the chords get different if you play it in the minor.
yeah, because your scale is different.
Okay, I hadn't paid attention to that. Yeah. Okay. Good thing.
So we distinguish major from minor with lowercase Roman numerals.
Okay. So that 5 that you did,
Yes,
that doesn't look like a lowercase.
correct. Because we're in harmonic minor, we raise our seventh note, and that gives us a major 5 chord.
Okay, we're in harmonic minor.
Mm-hmm.
And if we do a 5,
If we do a 5 chord with a raised 7th scale degree, it will make our minor 5 a major 5. So we have the same 5 chord in major and harmonic minor. Does that make sense, or do you want me to break that down a little more? Let me do it. Let me do it on the
okay,
board.
because just because we're playing in harmonic minor, then when we're playing the minors. Oh, in fact, we have to remember this whole thing is in harmonic minor then.
Right.
So all all the keys that we play are the harmonic minor keys, not the harmonic, the natural minor keys.
Right. So on the board, I've got G natural minor. We're going to take scale degree 7, and we're going to raise it to become F sharp, and that's going to make it melodic. So let me do that now. Now, if we look at the 5 chord, the 5 chord is D, F sharp, and A. And if we make it a 7th chord, C on top of that. So if we didn't have the F sharp, it would be a minor chord. And I just messed up my scale. So by raising that 7th scale degree to make a harmonic minor, we get a major 5 chord. Am I making sense?
Well, yeah, I guess that's because when we're playing the 5/7 chord.
Well, regardless if it's a 5 or a 5/7, you're still going to have the F sharp if you raise it to be in harmonic minor. Because it's the 3rd of the chord. Whether you add the 7th on top or not is irrelevant.
Okay, so we're not raising that 7th, we're raising
The 7th of the scale, you're right. The
The
7th of the
7th
scale of the
7th
key,
of the G,
the key that
the
we're in.
7th of the G
Mm-hmm.
minor.
Yes.
So the 7th of the G minor would be F,
Correct.
and we're raising the F.
To become F sharp in harmonic minor.
Okay.
You got it.
And we just happen to know that that's the major 5 chord.
That makes the 5 chord major. Yes, you are right.
And it doesn't affect any of the other chords.
It does. It affects 3 chords. I'm glad you asked that.
So
Let me do my scale in triads. I'm sorry. 1 second. Usually, it will affect 3 chords. It could potentially, Edison, affect 3 chords. It could
1,
affect.
2, 3, 4, 5. We only put 5 of the 7 chords in there, right?
Yeah, I ran out of space.
Okay.
The way
so
I'm sharing.
it affects any chord that has an F in it.
It could. Now, having said that, most of the time, the 2 chord. I'm sorry, most of the time the 3 chord doesn't use the raise scale degree 7. It could, and we'd get a very different sound. It would turn the chord augmented, and we don't get that naturally in major or minor. So usually they don't raise it for the 3 chord, but they do raise it for the 5 chord, and they do raise it for the 7 chord. And it turns the 7 chord diminished. But that's actually going to come up in a homework example. So I'm glad you asked that. And we'll refer back to this discussion. Okay, so I want you to take a second and sight read this melody on your own to get the tune in your ear. And then we'll come back and put in our chords, the rest of our chords.
But we also have to know the harmonic minor fingering.
Yeah, you're playing all your scales in harmonic minor, so you should know.
Well, we have to know the harmonic minor notes so we know which notes to put articulation on.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy. Okay, so remember harmonic minor. This isn't harmonic minor. And it's G. Okay. Well, in G, harmonic minor, the only note that has articulation is F, isn't it? The F.
Well,
F flat.
the only one that has a sharper flat. You also have B flat and
In
E
harmonic.
flat. Yes, B flat and E flat.
Wait a minute. We did.
I have the wrong key signature up.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Why in measure 4 do they have two tied dotted quarters, but in measure 8 they have a dotted half, which are equivalent?
Hold on, I was not listening. I was figuring my screen out. Can you say
Sure.
that one more time?
That's more important, anyways. Why in measure 4 do they have two tied dotted quarters, when in measure 8 they have a dotted half?
Measure 2.
4.
Measure 4.
There you go.
I don't know the answer to that.
Oh, wow.
It's the same. It's rhythmically the same. It's
Yeah.
strange.
That was an editorial decision, I suppose. The only thing that I might can conceivably say is that they wanted to make the slurs look symmetrical. And your slur would have ended on beat 1 like it did below. I don't know.
Inconsistent.
Yeah. The whole editorial process was a new experience for me when I released my book. It was very interesting. I learned a lot.
In composition, like Dana's going over a decent amount of that, putting red ink on my submissions, saying, "Hey, you should stress if you're writing something in 5 as 3 plus 2, then make sure not to have mark down where beat 4 is with your notes. So tie dotted quarter into a quarter, stuff like that."
Yeah, and to consistently do 2 plus 3 and not 3 plus 2, or 3
Yeah,
plus 2 and not 2 plus 3, or
make the choice, right?
Okay, this is what our melody sounds like.
It's actually B flat, E flat, and F flat, right? I was wrong. I was thinking A flat, A minor,
So we have B flat and E flat in this.
and F flat.
No, we have F sharp.
F sharp.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah. It's backward. F sharp. Right. Okay. Good.
Okay, here's what our melody sounds like. That was not working very nice. What happened? Where did my Classroom Maestro go? Classroom Maestro disappeared. Do you still see it?
I see it, but you didn't mark anything there when you just played that.
Yeah, and it's closed. It's not open in my desktop anymore.
Computers.
Weird. Well, I guess you don't get to hear it and see what I was playing. Okay, let's figure out where these chords are going. We have, again, a chapter title of the 2 chord. Where are you going to put the 2 chord? The notes of the 2 chord are what? If we're
Do you want them in scale degrees?
yeah,
or
scale
in-
degree.
Okay, 2, 4, and 6.
I'm sorry, I want them in note names.
Okay.
So if we're in G, G is 1, A would be 2, correct?
Mm-hmm. A, C, E. Well, A, C, E flat.
You got it. So we need to find measures that have A, C, and E flat in the right hand. I see A, C, and E flat in
Measure 5.
measure 5. Also in measure what? Three. Also, we have an A right here.
There's the C and E flat.
We could go to a 1 or we could go to a 5 here, couldn't we? Because we have scale degree 5 in the right hand. Same thing here. We could go to a 1 or a 5. You can choose.
And in measure 3, you could also do a 4 chord instead.
You could. Now this one does collide, Edison. You gotta go down lower. Yeah, you could go to the 4 chord here.
Question, shouldn't we be marking the minor 2 as diminished?
Yes, we should.
Alright.
You didn't mark it diminished?
I'm just saying.
Minor 2 is diminished.
Minor 2 is not minor 2. Diminished 2 is diminished 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He caught me.
But you said that the 7 was diminished.
Yes, it is.
In a major scale, but we are working in a minor scale.
Well, even the 7 here, though, if we raise our 7 to be harmonic minor, if we raise scale degree 7, it affects our major 7 and turns it into a diminished 7. So we have 2 diminished chords in the harmonic minor scale, 2 and 7. Good.
Interesting.
And then you get to transpose to the nice, easy key of A minor.
My favorite.
Yes, everyone's favorite.
It actually sounds good, though.
Questions, comments, concerns, private messages in the chat.
Well, when you transpose,
Yeah.
all this stuff that we organized because of changes of fingers and everything, that, I mean, not fingers, but changes to get the diminished and the augmented and the that all transposes identically over too, doesn't it?
It does.
So we don't have to worry about rethinking that out.
Nope. Just gotta find the right keys.
We just find the key, and then when we do that, we have to switch the key signature, actually,
Correct.
so that we're
Depending on what key they have you transposed to. Yes, you're right. Actually,
Well,
always, unless they're going to have you go from major to minor, you're always going to have to transpose the key signature. You're
correct.
right.
So you transpose the key signature so that you're using the right articulation.
The right accidentals, yes.
Oh, I said articulation.
Yeah.
Okay, it's called accident. I get confused with those accidentals. What's
Articulation? Articulation is when you stress, like when you play certain notes a little bit harder. We might call them accents, right?
Okay.
Or if you're playing with a smooth articulation with slur marks.
Yeah, it's a lot of the extra kind of things that you put in to sheet music that makes it look nicer, but also tells you things that are separate kind of from what notes to play. It's how to play them.
Yeah.
So accidentals are the sharps and flats.
You got it.
Accidentals. Okay, I have to just try to remember that.
All right, so hopefully that gives you some ideas of what you want to do for your harmonization there. That's the third example. So we've gone over 3 of the 6 examples for this first half of the semester. So we can continue to do those. Hopefully your scales and arpeggios are going well. I did some grading this weekend, and we need to go over that leaderboard tomorrow maybe. So I will see you all tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. See you later.